Before that, it's the whirlwind relationship that's got the cynics talking as Tom Hiddleston and Taylor Swift make another very public display of affection. Is this a real romance or purely a showmance for a new pop video?
In the latest episode of Taylor's Love Life, Taylor was with Calvin Harris, or was it Harry Styles, or maybe Jake Gyllenhaal? Meanwhile, we met Tom, the night manager Hiddleston. Until he bared his bum in the hit TV show, no one was quite sure who he was. And then the magic on the dance floor. Taylor met Tom. Who knew he could move? No time was wasted, and Taylor introduced Tom to her folks. Then they jetted to the UK and strolled along the beach with his mum whilst being snapped by Paps. Then came their Roman holiday, where they were pictured exploring the Colosseum hand in hand. And this week, the couple was spotted celebrating the 4th of July. Nice I Heart TS vest, Tom. A holiday, meeting the folks, all too soon. Is this true love, or just a massive PR stunt for the man who could be the next Bond? Confused? You won't be in the latest episode of Taylor's Love Life.
You might be still a little bit confused. Here to give us their verdict on what they think is going on behind the Hiddle-Swift photos are Deirdre Saunders and body language expert Darren Stanton. Welcome to both of you. This is super confusing, and even this morning, more news coming out.
Well, this is interesting, and this makes a lot of sense all of a sudden. So, rumours are swirling that Tom is the leading man in her new music video. And she hasn't posted any photos of them together on social media. And looking back on Taylor's recording history, she releases an album every 2 years. There's one due. Is this... I mean, how brilliant if it is, the world's media looking at this romance, and then they release a video and they go, that's what we were doing. So what do you think?
Initially, in spite of my job, I'm a real romantic at heart. And initially, I heard about the meeting at the Met Ball in New York, and they really hit it up on the dance floor, and I was really excited.
I'm with you.
I thought it was really lovely. And then they both went to meet their folks, their parents, and I thought, oh, this is a really old-fashioned romance. And he's been such a lovey in London, and now all of a sudden he's on this amazing sort of international scene. And I thought it had all gone to his head rather. But then this latest scene, the vest, the tacky vest, the tacky temporary tattoo, and you think, oh, Tom, have you really lost your senses that much?
Well, I think that suddenly that news from the latest round of cynics this morning does make quite a bit of sense, doesn't it? If they're actually about to release a video, and interestingly,
I'm a bit disappointed.
Yes, me too.
And we've done a daily item on this. I'm following this. I'm at the edge of my seat. If it's all a big lie.
Well, let's ask you then in that case, Darren, because you're the expert. You're the body detective. You can spot things a mile off. Let's look at some pictures. Let me show you this one. This is the beach stroll. This is, I think, in Suffolk.
With the mum.
When they're out with the mum. So,
this is Tom's mum, isn't it?
What do you think?
Well, again, I think initially when the photos began to come out, it was quite a nice sort of relationship that was developing. And it's quite an odd photo, this, really, because really who takes the mum with them on a walk? And also, in terms of Taylor Swift, she's obviously not looking at Tom, she's looking elsewhere, so it's almost like she's posing for photographs.
Well, she might have been looking at him half a second before.
Potentially, yeah, that is true. But
the mum looks very unenchanted with it all, though, too. You'd think she'd be, like, grinning and with them and happy for them.
Yeah.
And she
but it is just a snapshot in time, isn't it? I mean, it is really, but you were talking about certain tells on the face.
Yeah.
And in particular, his eyebrows in this.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of different human expressions, there's a thing called micro-expressions. So we can be happy, we can be sad, we can show anger. And in terms of what he's shown right there is with kind of the brows together. So if you imagine you're quite angry or frustrated, that, again, it's not definitively because we've not got the full picture.
Or acting.
Potentially acting, because he's a fantastic actor. So, yeah, absolutely. So any of these things could be true.
Let's have a look at the next one. This is Rome, the Roman holiday.
He's frowning.
He's frowning again. He's not smiling. Is he acting? We don't know. But again, just in terms of what I see just from this as a still with Taylor, I mean, any sort of hand-to-mouth gesture or to head is sort of reassurance, almost, in a way, trying to reassure yourself. That's what that kind of tells. And again, why aren't they smiling? I don't know. It just seems quite an odd photograph to me.
Well, I mean, it must be odd for them to be in that situation, having the world's media there flashing while you're having a date, essentially.
Unless they wanted the world's media there, unless they told the world's media that they were going. I'm not saying that they did. I'm just saying if you're doing a video, you want to get as much pre-publicity as possible because it's got the whole world talking.
Absolutely.
And how strange that nothing's been mentioned on their social media accounts.
Yeah, I think with Taylor especially, she's obviously a big person on Twitter. You know, there's very little been put on her personal social media sites, as you say. And again, Tom Hiddleston is very well known for his sense of humour. You know, he does impressions. So I think, you know, potentially this could be quite in character for his sort of
and this is the latest offering that we've got. This is the one where people are now really questioning it because of this I Heart TS T-shirt. 4th of July. I mean, you said actually his face there is a genuine. Well, he's not frowning.
Yeah.
So this is genuine happiness.
Well, he's just probably having fun, just you know, splashing in the sea. I mean, what we say is that when people are genuinely smiling, there's crow's feet in this area. So it doesn't mean they're in a relationship, but it means it's a genuine smile that he's generally having fun.
This is the video that was shot here, and people saying that you know it could be because no one spotted any crews that maybe the whole video could be about the fact that it's being filmed on their own mobile phones, and you know that perhaps the song, we don't know, is about intrusion of privacy.
Maybe it is, and that she can't have a relationship without it all being in the public eye. I mean, that's got to be tough. If you look at that and the reason why she might have had to do this, poor girl, really.
Yes, no, I'm always a little bit torn with celebrities because I think, you know, she's a very, very clever girl. She's very talented. She's making, what's that, $180 million a year. She can probably pick and choose in life quite a lot. But I do agree that being under the microscope like that, it is very tough to have a real romance. And maybe that's what did for her romance with Calvin Harris. I mean, we don't really know. They've been very quiet about that. It's just funny. I think it was finally that vest today that did for me. I just cannot believe. I mean, he was. Did you see him as Coriolanus? He is a wonderful, wonderful Shakespearean actor. What is he doing?
Well, maybe it's just another role, or as you say, perhaps you know you do crazy things when you're in love.
You do.
We've just got to wait to see whether a video comes out.
I know. We'll probably feature on the video because we've so heavily covered this as the idiots that fell for it.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, we'll see. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Right, whirlwind romances are the subject of our phone-in today. And we want to hear from you.
We just dug a big hole, or they dug the hole, and we've thrown ourselves into it. But we're happy to
We're going to go with it, though. We're in too deep.
Because it'll be a fun phone-in.
Maybe your friends and family said it would never last and you proved them wrong, or you fell for someone hook, line and sinker only to be let down.
Well, give us a call, 08030 40 44. Calls are free from all consumer landlines and mobile phones. You can also email us at thismorning@itv.com, and we'll need your emails by 11:15 today, and you must be 18 or over.